In May 2025, King Charles III made his first official visit to Canada as monarch, delivering a historic speech that hasn't been heard from a reigning British king in nearly 70 years. But this wasn't just a royal formality. It was a moment steeped in centuries of shared history, modern challenges, and deep symbolism. Here's the full story behind the King's visit, his powerful address, and why it matters now more than ever. Canada has welcomed kings and queens before, but this moment felt different. In May 2025, King Charles III stepped onto Canadian soil, not just as a monarch, but as a symbol of continuity, controversy, and quiet change. This is the story behind the visit, and the historic words he shared with the world. King Charles III's connection with Canada began long before his reign. Since 1970, he has visited the country 20 times, often alongside his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. But this was his first time visiting as king. His presence echoed back to 1957, when his mother gave the last speech from the throne by a reigning monarch in Canada. Last time a reigning monarch opened Parliament in Canada, Queen Elizabeth II, 1957. On May 26, 2025, King Charles and Queen Camilla landed in Ottawa. At Rideau Hall, they were greeted with full honors. A ceremonial tree planting took place, representing roots, tradition, and a hopeful future. And in a historic move, Queen Camilla was sworn into Canada's Privy Council, something rarely done for consorts. Then came the moment history books will remember. For the first time in nearly 70 years, a British monarch opened the Canadian Parliament. King Charles delivered the speech from the throne in the Senate chamber, laying out the Canadian government's legislative agenda. As sovereign, I reaffirm the enduring bond between Canada and the Crown. In an ever-changing world, this Parliament reflects the resilience, compassion, and determination of the Canadian people. May the work done in these halls serve every citizen with fairness and dignity. While ceremonial, the King's words resonated with many. It was a speech shaped by centuries of shared history, but also by today's challenges: reconciliation with Indigenous peoples, environmental leadership, and the future of the monarchy in a modern democracy. The visit concluded at the tomb of the unknown soldier. King Charles laid a wreath in solemn tribute, honoring the thousands of Canadians who gave their lives in war. It was a moment of reflection, not just on sacrifice, but on the shared legacy of two nations shaped by struggle and unity. King Charles's visit may seem like a pageant, but history tells us these moments matter. They remind us of where we've been and who we're becoming. Whether you believe the monarchy should stay or fade into history, one thing is certain: this chapter in Canada's story is still being written. Do you think the monarchy still has a place in Canada? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love digging into history that's still unfolding, subscribe to Mythos Mojo for more untold stories like this.